Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Today we are going to be covering all the latest Manchester United news. How are we doing, folks? Mr. Matt Scott, a member of the Members Club. How are you doing, mate? Hope all's well. Keith? That's some free mobile Sky TV type on hold music. Hey, had to get a whole orchestra to do that, mate. Cal, Sesko, here we go. Bumbaclot. Sesko is on his way, isn't he? Okay, let's start off with Sesko and an update over what the hell was that? 75 Old Truthford gift memberships, bro. I've never seen that before in my life, but thank you, Mr. Matt Scott. Wow. I don't know what that means. I'm a terrible YouTuber. What does that mean? Bomba. Okay, so Mr. Matt Scott has gifted Keith a membership, gifted Eshaw a membership, Diego, Mr. Chill Guy for real, and Jaden Hernandez. Congratulations, guy. Wow. Mr. Matt Scott, thank you very much for gifting the memberships, bro. Free membership because I'm broke as fuck. I mean, everyone, we gotta give Matt Scott a round of applause. We gotta give Matt Scott a round of applause for that. Very generous, bro. My wife took all my money, says Keith. I thought you took all of her money, Keith. What happened there? Goodness me. But, yeah, no, I appreciate that, Matt, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. But let's start off with Benjamin Sesko. So it was only 21 hours ago that Benjamin Sesko still said, I'm about to take all of mine's. Oh my god. This is just like the people taking all of their wives' money club then, I guess. That's what Old Truthford has now become. Okay, Sesko, let's start. So, Sesko, only 21 hours ago, Benjamin Sesko was reported to have still not decided whether to join Manchester United or Newcastle via Fabrizio Romano. I mean, yeah, that was 21 hours ago. Obviously today, guys, breaking news, although we are like 6 hours late, Manchester United have put in a bid for Benjamin Sesko, but we'll get onto that a bit later. Ben Jacobs last night reported Newcastle were confident on reaching an agreement with Leipzig, as revealed earlier, after their improved bid made of over 18 million euros, with an agreement between clubs close. Newcastle United were pushing back for a quick answer from Sesko, not a saga they want to drag beyond a matter of days, but it does look as though that has now changed, and it is going to be a saga that is dragged, because we know United have put a bid in, but we don't know if United's bid has been accepted just yet. We haven't got the here you go or here we go. Here you go. We haven't got the here we go just yet from Fabrizio Romano. So let's wait and see about that. A lot of United fans, saying that we should walk away from Sesko now. And given the price that we're going to have to, and that we have bid for him, a lot of United fans were, prior to the bid, saying, okay, we should leave Sesko alone. We should just use that money for a midfielder. We shouldn't use it for Sesko. But to me, that's kind of mind-blowing, given the fact that we know our director of recruitment is really hot on this guy. So a lot of United fans somehow believe that they know better than our director of recruitment, who has come in post Ineos, by the way. He wasn't just recruited. He wasn't just recruited in the bloody. Was it? I've forgotten their names. Fortunately, bloody hell, their names have just completely skipped my mind. Richard Arnold and Ed Woodward. He wasn't signed in the Ed Woodward and Richard Arnold era. So yeah, it's crazy to me that people are going against the director of recruitment's opinion here. Let's see here. So quickly moving on. A lot of people, like I said, thinking the Sesko deal's insane, saying that the price is too high, and saying that we should potentially just go for Baleba and then Watkins. But I think that'd be a crazy thing to do. I think we should back our director of recruitment, who's been brought in for a lot of money, bear in mind, to do his job, instead of questioning him from the jump. But who knows? That may be a bit of Højlund bias going in there. A lot of people seem to be against spending money on a striker because of obviously what's happened with Højlund in the past, and the fact that some people still want Højlund to stay. So, yeah, we'll have to see about that. But Benjamin Jacobs also 20 hours ago reported the 48-hour deadline for a resolution set on Monday morning remains. Newcastle are pushing for clarity. Well, how much clearer do we have to be than actually putting in a bid for him? I mean, the fact that Newcastle's bid was rejected kind of leans me towards the fact that, yeah, Sesko doesn't want to go to you guys. Sorry, but Sesko wants to come to United. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can. Now, moving on. Let's see what is going on with who's up next on our timeline. I mean, obviously the Maguire situation, we will be touching on that in just a brief moment as well. Maguire, reports coming out today that pretty much he will stay at the club for the rest of his career. So Maguire will never leave, guys. Now, some people obviously have a lot against Maguire, given that rough 18-month period that he had at United. But I mean, I'm not too sad about that. If Maguire ends up taking a Phil Jones role as just being a squad member, but he's actually fit and plays every now and then when he's 35 plus. But I guess we'll have to wait and see about that. Chelsea's position on Nicholas Jackson. Obviously, Nicholas Jackson was linked to Manchester United, but apparently they're wanting around £80 million for Nicholas Jackson, which blows my mind, by the way, guys, because the fact that Chelsea have the audacity to say, oh yeah, we'll give you 30 mil for Alejandro Garnacho, but we want 80 mil for Jackson. If it was up to me, we just would not do any business with Chelsea ever. Because you can say what you want about Chelsea on the pitch and how they've dropped off and all of this sort of stuff, but in terms of a transfer market, they're absolute killers. Anyone who does business with Chelsea tends to get screwed over. They very rarely get screwed over, unless it's Mudryk, that is. If you are new to the stream, be sure to subscribe. We are going to be going live every single night from around 7 to 8, but I mean, today we'll probably go 7:30 to 8:30. But yeah, make sure to subscribe if you are new. Drop a like if you're new also to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. Don't know why that took me a while. Okay. Telegraph Ducker reported 10 hours ago, this is prior to the Sesko bid, Benjamin Sesko is thought to be waiting to see what Manchester United do before making a final decision on his future. Well, your move, Sesko. We've made the bid. Let's see what you do, mate. Let's see what you do. Let's see if you push RB Leipzig and tell them you want to leave, or if you show them some respect. I mean, we did say, Amorim said a number of times in interviews, we are not going to go for players unless we know they want to join Manchester United. So the fact that we've even put a bid in makes me think we must know that Sesko wants to join us, surely. Let's see what other news has come out. Obviously, a lot of charts. I don't know if I spoke about this on last night's show or not, but Manchester United are one of the only clubs to have not sold any players this transfer window. So, despite every club pretty much spending money, they've also sold players to fund these sales. I don't know how United are going to get away with it when it comes to PSR and all of this stuff, but United literally, other than, I think Arsenal have sold £6.9 million worth of player, we've sold zero. We've saved a shiz ton with Rashford's wages. There's no denying that, but we still struggle very much so to sell players. Speaking of which, Chelsea are in informal discussions with United over Alejandro Garnacho, but the deal is yet to have progress beyond this. We all know that. We've all seen this. Obviously, Garnacho's twerking for Chelsea at the moment, but we are yet to see any movement on this. Let me just catch up with the chat. What was the XP thing? Basically, whoever posts the most in the chat gets the highest XP, Vivek. But then sometimes it makes absolutely no sense. I have no idea how that works, if I'm being honest. Ben Jacobs saying we are clear front runners in the Sesko deal. We should be now after the bid. We will be getting onto that in just a sec. Actually, Sesko suits the system more than Højlund. 100% agree, Vivek. Let's be real here. I was here at Old Trafford before Chris Vivell. That means absolutely nothing, Keith. I think I know better. Oh, God, Keith. Okay. Going to take a break from the chat because of Keith's delusion. Let's move on with the updates. United have been assessing their options in midfield. Ruben Amorim is keen to add more dynamism in the middle of the park, he says. Okay. Who that is, we still don't know. We still haven't seen too many names linked with Manchester United, which goes to show the leaks are not really doing their thing anymore. We have kept it hush hush with the recruitment team. I think it only comes out when United want it to come out these days, which is how it should be anyway. But it's a sign of the times. Cheeky voice crack. Benjamin Sesko is waiting. Yep, we've read that one. Come on, give us something new. Nicholas Jackson has been offered to United, Newcastle, and AC Milan. Yeah, we're not going anywhere near him. For 80 million quid, are you crazy? Chelsea must be on crack. Let's see. Okay, this is another big update, guys. So, supposedly, according to Ben Jacobs, yet again, Ben Jacobs very busy in this transfer window, Al Nassr have made a recent inquiry to sign Marseille striker Mason Greenwood. Manchester United hold a 50% sell-on clause. So, if Marseille end up selling Mason Greenwood to Al Nassr, we're in bank, boys. We've got some money coming in. So, yeah, we've got to watch out for that one. I think every United fan is probably hoping that happens because in reality, Mason Greenwood's never going to come back to Manchester United. So it's a case of we need to sell it, or we need Marseille to sell him so we can get even more money for him, hopefully. Now, let's see what other news we got. Other than Manchester United failing to sell players. Some interesting news. This isn't United related, but Thomas Partey has arrived at Westminster Magistrates Court today to face charges of I don't know if I can say this word without it getting demonetized or anything like that, but Thomas Partey has arrived at Westminster Magistrates Court to face charges of 2 women. He is accused of 5 counts of and 1 count of sexual assault following alleged offences between 2021 and 2022. Insane. Absolutely insane that Arsenal continued to play that guy. Ridiculous. Let's see what other news we got for you guys. Word is that. Oh, well, Vivek can type it, but I can't say it. Benjamin Sesko is thought to be waiting to see what... Yeah, we've seen that one so many times. It's crazy how many different outlets just report the same thing. And we just reword the same articles over and over again. So apparently 8 hours ago... So I'm just giving you guys all the play-by-play before we put the bid in for Sesko. So 8 hours ago, Manchester United were internally discussing the next steps on Benjamin Sesko. United were thought to want clear indication that he wants to join before making a formal bid. And that was via Sky Sports Shafe. So, I mean, all of the smoke signs are there, guys, that Sesko wants to join Manchester United. So now, I would argue, the thing that's delaying the here we go is just getting the agreement with Leipzig. Now, let's see what we got. Thomas Partey is supposed to be going to Villarreal. Grape, yep, Grape is a good one. I need to start using that one instead. Grape is not good, though. That is not what I meant. Oh my god. Okay, isn't he going to Villarreal? Yeah, he got signed to Villarreal for like 20 mil, 30 mil, something like that. Like, Arsenal should not be getting those wages. He should be going to prison, mate. And Arsenal shouldn't get a penny. If anything, they should get charged for playing a player who has had these like allegations thrown to him. Like, they didn't even suspend him or anything. Why are we getting Chinese ads? Are you getting paid in RMD? I don't know why you're getting Chinese ads, mate. What? Look at your browser history, Vivek. What's going on there? Where are we? Okay, so Thomas Partey has been granted bail after appearing in court on grape charges. Former Arsenal midfielder will now join Villarreal as expected. Insane. That is absolutely insane. He has not had to miss any football, Thomas Partey, by the way, bear in mind, where Mason Greenwood missed out on like 8 months and he's still with his girlfriend and they've got a child together now. But Thomas Partey, he gets away with it, doesn't he? Ridiculous. Okay. What other updates do we have for you? So more on the Al Nassr's inquiry about Mason Greenwood. Marseille do not wish to sell Mason Greenwood. They value Greenwood at over 3 times the £26 million paid. Manchester United have a 50% sell-on. Greenwood discussed by Saudi in 2023, but dealmakers chose not to make a move. Okay. Oh, come on, Saudi. Please, buy Greenwood. Give us more money. Oh, you know, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is just like crossing his fingers right now for that dough to roll in. Cash back. What are we doing? Let's catch up with the chat. Hearing Newcastle re-inquired about Nicholas Jackson. Oh my god. If Newcastle are going to go for Nicholas Jackson, God bless them. They're going to pay 80 mil for him. Admin having way too much fun with mixing board. Also, if Newcastle lose out to United again, they might as well shut down the club. Maguire Dino, let's put some respect on his name. Maguire for number 9, who says no. It's crazy how Newcastle ended their 70-year trophy drought, still doesn't have a pool like United. Yep, very true. I mean, that was arguably one of Newcastle's best seasons. And do you know how they've been rewarded for having one of the best seasons? They've been absolutely abused in the transfer market. That's what's happened to Newcastle. If United beat Chelsea this season, even one time, They have failed in my eyes. To spend that much money and lose to us would be catastrophic. We need 50 million for Garnacho. We will get Maguire. I feel we have made more money with sell-on clause than selling players. That's a very good point, Vivek. We are definitely one of a kind. No money to Arsenal. Free agent. Keith is missing. Is he celebrating free membership? Must say, sell him for 100 mil. Now, Vivek, I'm cooking red pesto and white wine pasta with mushrooms and chicken legs coated in Pakistani spices. Wow, that does sound delicious. Go on, Keith. Send a photo in the Admin's Angels group. Go on. Who else do we have? What other updates do we have? So that was everything prior to the Sesko bid. Let's see if we can actually get to it. What am I seeing? Photos of like Mbuemo dressed in with like cat. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's look at the Harry Maguire quotes. So Harry Maguire came out earlier today, just before the reports of essentially, I think it was from the Daily Mail, saying that Harry Maguire would stay at United for the rest of his career. He came out and said the following. I think last season was a tough season for everyone individually, but also as a team, as a squad, as a club. This season, there are no excuses. We're going to have a lot of time to prepare for the Premier League games, and we've got to make sure we're ready. So for myself, it's making sure I'm available. I'm fit, I'm ready to go, and give everything I can to this team and this club. Yeah, I think Harry Maguire has come to terms with the fact he is most likely a squad player at this point. And yeah, fair enough to him. What's Harry Maguire's wages, guys? Does anyone know? Harry Maguire wages. I want to see weekly wages. He is on 190k a week. I mean, that's pretty steep. But given the fact that he's going to be staying around, I mean, for a squad player, 190k a week is pretty steep. But you know that when he comes in, he is at the minimum Premier League quality. So yeah, I mean, fair play to Harry Mags. What else have we got? Yep, and that's where it came in. So at, I think it was roughly 1 o'clock today, Manchester United submitted an offer for 85 million euros for Benjamin Sesko, as Bild reported. And as, may I say, the Old Truthford Instagram page reposted before many other accounts. But a lot of people didn't trust it because it wasn't Fabrizio Romano. It wasn't long then until... one sec. Another report came out that Manchester United have had Benjamin Sesko at the top of their list for a long time. At the game in mid-April in Wolfsburg, Christopher Vival was on site to observe Sesko's performance. So, I mean, yeah, we have been linked to Sesko for a long time. Not surprised that we put a bid in. Not surprised that he probably prefers United over Newcastle. And yeah, it's crazy that it's actually happened because, I mean, it's been days. It's been literally days that we've been waiting for Manchester United to put in this bid, and they finally have. Where are we? You're still talking about food in the chat. Where are we? Sounds delicious. The sauce is braised with beef stock. Man is a chef. Do you have a cooking show, Keith? Like that British lady, Nigella? I actually was thinking about doing a cooking YouTube channel. I'd do it, Keith, if I were you. May as well start. Why not? Do it. I would tune in, Keith. Sort of cooking that is home food, that stuff that hits your soul. Bot that fancy shiz. Bit of that fancy shiz. Okay. No fancy shiz. Like Adam Cooks. Very nice channel. Adam or Andy. If we get a CDM, I'm going to be hopeful this season for a top 5 finish. Yeah, I think we do need a midfielder to get European football, if I'm being honest. I think a midfielder, or I could see us still getting results if we brought in a goalkeeper, but I think the midfielder is obviously priority. Harry Maguire celebrated 6 years at the club on Instagram today, saying 6 years at the best club in the world. I'm sure he didn't think that at all times during his United career, given the fact the crazy amounts of abuse that he got. But yeah, big shout out to Harry Maguire, 6 years at the club. Now let's see what else we got. A lot of people drawing the conclusion that Sesko has picked United over Newcastle, given the fact that we have actually put a bid in. And I think that might be everything. So David Ornstein provided more information on the bid, saying Manchester United have make offer to RB Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko. Proposal 75 million euros plus 10 million euros. Reflects United valuation of 22-year-old, and they believe the striker favours Old Trafford. So that's 85 million euros in total for Benjamin Sesko. Mr. Matt Scott, bro. A $10 donation. Matt, you need to stop, bro. You need to stop. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. I mean, memberships are now a donation, Matt. You need to chill out, bro. You need to chill out. But honestly, thank you, man. More than a midfielder would be nice for sure, says Matt. Who can slow down the game? We have too many fast transition players. No one keeps the ball. Play regular football. Who would you guys sign in midfielder? In midfield. Has anyone seen a midfielder that's caught their eye? Because a lot of people keep talking about Baleba. We're not going to get him. He's going to cost like 100 mil plus from Brighton. He's going to cost like Caicedo money. Who would we actually go for? And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be going live every single night, covering the latest Manchester United news, usually from around 7 to 8, but, I mean, sometimes a bit later. Who knows? No one keeps the ball, play regular football. Possession is key to winning. On the ground floor of something that will only get bigger in time. Best believe it, Matt. We ain't stopping. We're going live every single day, folks. Every single day. And can I just say thank you to one and all, because we have officially hit 2,250 subscribers. Next up, 2,500. That is the next goal, and we will not stop until we get there. You may as well subscribe now, guys, because you will subscribe in the future. Best believe it. Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Admin can eat tonight. Lolviv, I would go. Matt, you're a legend as always. Or 2:30 p.m. in Indiana. Or 2:30 p.m. in Indiana time for you Indianians. Indianians? Indianians. What are people from Indiana called? I'm not going to lie. I don't know. You need to help me out there, Matt. I would actually go for Berge-Andre or that Wolves midfielder. Okay. I'm thinking, like, for a midfielder, we need someone who's going to be like, he's going to be like attacking players. And I want someone who's like an N'Golo Kante type of player. So if you give me someone who is of that mold, I will do a video on them. Anyone listening? Hoosiers is what we're called. Hoosier. That's funny because there was a band in the UK, I don't know if anyone will have heard of them, called the Hoosiers. And they, I used to listen to them all the time when I was a kid. Good songs. Goodbye, Mr. A. Classic song, if anyone's heard it. They're called Indians. Okay. Admin, you deserve every ounce of money you receive. You put such hard work in and you stream no matter what, whether it's 1 watching or 100. Appreciate that, Keith, man. This is the thing. I wouldn't do this if I didn't love it, guys. And I appreciate everyone who does tune in because, like I say, and like you say, Keith, I'd be doing this if 1 person was watching or 100. I cannot stop thinking about this goddamn club. And it's good to see that my mental illness can actually be used for some good in the world. So, let's keep going, guys. We're going to keep on moving. No, we need a Carrick, mate. You think we need a Carrick? I don't know. I think if we have a Carrick, we'd like it. I don't know. I don't know about a Carrick. I think we've got Fernandez to control the tempo of a game. I think we need like someone who's going to cover ground when Fernandez goes further forward. Because Fernandez is surely going to play in the midfield. I think we can all agree on that, given the fact that we've signed Mbomo and Cunha. And since we're going to sign a striker as well, it's not like Cunha's going to... it's not like Mbomo's going to be playing as a striker forevermore. So, yeah, I think we need someone who's very defensively sound in that position. We lose ball so fast and leave ourselves open to counter-attacks. See the goal we conceded against Spurs. I get what you mean. Because Ugarte's passing isn't amazing. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like we need some kind of defensive-minded player there. We can't just try and dominate possession the entire game. Like we need someone who's going to put in a challenge. If you look at Bruno Fernandes, his defensive stats are so good when it comes to pressing and everything like that. Keith, check for Discord. Let me have a quick look just while we're on stream. What am I missing in the Discord? Birthday J-Boy. I've completely forgot who J-Boy even is. Who is J-Boy? Oh, that's Joffit. Okay. Here you go, admin, the picture of the chicken I was talking about. I'm not gonna lie, that looks goddamn good. That looks really good. Okay. Everyone around to Keith's house for some delightful chicken with some Pakistani spices, please. Keith, give us a postcode, mate. Come on. We're all friends here. The free kick we conceded to Wolves. Ugarte's ball winning is good. He has a bad passer of the ball. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, he is a good ball winner. I'm not saying like Ugarte is so bad that we need to sell him, but you're right. He is a bad passer. But I think if we had somebody who like actually was going in defensively, then it wouldn't matter. It honestly wouldn't matter. I think Ugarte has bad anxiety. Oh God, why do you think that came? I'm in London for Christmas. Ayo, shout out to Vivek coming to the big wheel. What's the nickname for London? It's not the Big Apple. That's New York. What's London's nickname? Nickname for London. You can tell there's not been a lot of Manchester United news. The Big Smoke. Wow. And the City. Okay. Vivek coming to the Big Smoke. He panics when people jump on him. That's true. That's very true. It's just, it worries me when he can't make like a 10 or 20 yard pass. I mean, fair enough if his like long passing isn't amazing, but when you're doing like a 10 or 20 yard pass, surely he can improve there. Anyone there, then ping me. Who's going to be in London around Christmas time? Drop it in the Angels, Vivek. Maybe someone will meet up for a United game or something like that. Back to Maui for me in September 24th. Damn. Are you going with your mates again, Matt? I remember you sending photos in from Maui. It looked really good. You did like paddleboarding and stuff, right? Surfing? The nickname for London, the Sweaty Tube. Oh God. Isn't that the nickname that your wife gave you, Keith? Wait, where is it? For anyone who's just joined, welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. We are going to be going live with Manchester United content every single night from around 7 till 8 p.m. If you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Join the community. Old Truthford is but only beginning, my friends. Become an Old Truthfordian, hit that subscribe button, and drop a like if you haven't already. The fact you had to look for the right buttons made it unfunny. Oh God. Visiting my BFF again. No brother this time. No surfing. I've had 3 ACL reconstruction surgery since 2017. Can't risk it. God damn, man. How long does it take to recover? Why have you had 3 ACLs as well? Did like the first 1 or first 2 fail, or why did you have to have 3? Was it just like a recurring injury? Love you too, by the way, Keith. Love you too, man. Okay, so let's see. Let me just go through more updates, see if anything's come through. I wonder how long it's going to be. Hoping for the Here We Go tonight. Do we stay live until there's a Here We Go, and then just pretty much play the music in the background until it happens? You tell me, guys. I can just keep the music playing until there's a Here We Go. I'm hoping that it's going to happen tonight as well, but let's see the latest updates to see if that's even close. So this reflects this, and United believe the striker favours Old Trafford, obviously. A lot of people celebrating already, saying Benjamin Sesko has chosen Manchester United. What else? David Ornstein's getting a lot of praise here. So Newcastle's offer is slightly higher with a fixed fee of 80 million euros, but United believe Sesko wants to join them. Oh my god, Newcastle fans are actually going to lose their effing minds. If we get Sesko for a lower fee, honestly, they're gonna blow. Like, Newcastle fans are gonna go insane. Even just that, I mean, like, the clips from TalkSport are just injected in my veins. What else do we have? So Fabrizio Romano finally entered the party after Bild and Ornstein announced that a bid has been placed. And he said, Manchester United submit formal bid for Benjamin Sesko worth 85 million euro package, add-ons included. The bid has been received by RB Leipzig today, as Bild reported. Man United move follows Newcastle 90 million euro package bid on Monday. The player has decision in his hands. Okay, so we're waiting for Sesko. Sources at United believe Sesko is keen on the move. We don't know what sources from United believe that he's keen on the move, but we know that he is. People are joking at the fact that Man United said that they were broke at the start of the transfer window, and we've spent 62.5 mil on Cunha, 70 mil on Mbomo, and now a £74 million bid on Sesko. We're doing good. We're doing good, lads. It took me 5 months from meniscus. They snapped 2 in the LT, 1 in the RT, 22 years playing soccer, 7 years as a professional mover in my younger days. God damn. Does it impact your life now, Matt, when it comes to the ACL surgeries? Because obviously you mentioned there that you're not going to go surfing because of them. Like, do you find that like everyday tasks you can't do, or... Admin, what part of England do you live in? Wouldn't you like to know, Keith? Wouldn't you like to know? I guess we'll never know. Do I even live in England? Who knows? On right knee, I had meniscus on each knee long before the ACLs. I didn't go for a surgery. We are a special club. He has that special club discount, gentleman's agreement. Just have to be careful with activities. Admin, genuine question. I cannot answer that for legal reasons, Keith, but I am in witness protection. But what I will say is I don't live in Manchester, but I would love to live in Manchester for a period of my life. That is one of my goals. We'll see if it works out. I mean, would you ever be interested in meeting up for a drink one day when I'm in England? You know it, Keith. You know it, bro. As long as you keep the paparazzi away, I'll meet up. I won't ever post any pictures of you. Yeah, Sam, man. I'm up for meeting anyone, to be honest. As long as there's a no photos rule, because we're trying to keep this anonymous. But yeah, no, I'm up for meeting for a drink. Okay, let's see what other updates we have. One source maintains that Benjamin Sesko is leaning towards Manchester United. Yep, we've heard about all that before. Okay, Benjamin Jacobs added, Manchester United believe Sesko want to join and never plan to bid without players' buy-in. Newcastle were attempting to agree a deal first with Leipzig and had hoped Man United would back off last night. Now both clubs engage with talks with Leipzig, and neither far off their expectations. Newcastle's long-standing fear has been if both clubs offer like for like, Sesko would pick Manchester United. Alan Keegan announcing Sesko's name before kickoff against Gyökeres and Arsenal at Old Trafford. Okay, that's a little meme for us. Just waiting for more updates. Have we heard anything new since the bid's been put in? I don't think we have. Oh yeah, this is also actually quite interesting because the fact that we're overpaying for Sesko, this now may mean that Newcastle are more reluctant to sell Alexander Isak to Liverpool. So that means that Isak may not go to Liverpool in the end if we buy Sesko here. We should have kept Rashford safer, mate. Honestly, the worst takes every stream. Every stream. Honestly, that'd be fun. My father-in-law lives in the UK in Orpington. I can get the train anywhere. Where the hell is Orpington? Orpington. Oh, okay, Orpington's just outside London. Very nice. What if admin is a scouser on my days? Yeah, nah. I'm not gonna lie. I work with some Scousers, and I literally don't even speak to them. I can't handle the accent, mate. I don't like it. I've been conditioned to just hear that accent and just cringe every time. He's definitely not a Scouser. He's 100% Manchesterian. Admin from Newcastle, definitely not. Hey up, the lads, the Geordies. Tune up, Shizer. Not Newcastle. Are you from Stockport? I'm not. Can't wait for the Arsenal. Come on, Gyökeres hat-trick. Terrible safer. Absolutely terrible. Admin definitely works in JD then. Unfortunately, I do not. But I mean, who knows? JD could be in the future. Never say never. Benjamin Sesko and his camp have reached a verbal agreement, apparently, with both Manchester United and Newcastle. The fundamental terms have been negotiated with both clubs. Decisive hours ahead. Oh, come on, Sesko. Just bloody decide already. What else have we got here? People are saying we're overpaying for Sesko, but if he ends up staying at United for like his entire career and becomes a sensation, will we look back and say that we overpaid? I doubt it. I mean, we definitely overpaid for Højlund, but I don't know about Sesko yet. So I don't understand how people can say that as a matter of fact. Where are we? Nicholas Jackson news again. Manchester United believe Benjamin Sesko is keen to join them. Newcastle's latest offer has not been accepted by Leipzig, says... what's her name? Her name? Simon Stone. Says Simon Stone. Come on, give us more updates. Sesko, join us. Join us now. And speaking of joining us now, those who have just tuned into the stream, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be going live every single night from around 7 to 8 p.m. covering the latest Manchester United news. So you do not want to miss out. What else do we have here? Here we Sesko, some people are saying. That's pretty good. Man United's second message to Newcastle. You are bidding, but we also have the money. We are also in the race. The club wants to show that they can compete, says Fabrizio Romano. So pretty much Newcastle came along, whipped their Todger out, and then Man United whipped their fireman's hose out and said, yep, we've got old money. We've got generational money, mate. Sesko or Watkins, Sesko 100% safer. Or TK Maxx, wow. Admin, we are getting Sesko. We are indeed, Nav. It is happening. It is happening. Yes, we are. I don't think we are overpaying. He's 22 and the top striker are 120 mil plus. That's true. That's very true, Safer. Watkins is going to Newcastle, isn't he? I mean, if they end up being forced to sell Isaac for a ludicrous amount of money, then yeah. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I want Liverpool to sign Isaac. I want them to sign Isaac. I want him to get a long-term injury, and I want them to look at all of that money that they've spent and just they can't do the whole poor gimmick anymore. Liverpool can't. Like, if they do sign Isaac, do you know the amount of pressure that's on them to win the league? Let's see how they handle that pressure. Last season, it was kind of like a Hail Mary. I mean, Liverpool are doing pretty well, fair play. No one expected them to win the league. This next season, there's pressure on them to win that league. We realistically need 2 strikers. We're not going to get 2 strikers. This year, so many strikers on the move. We are staked. We're stacked in every position except for striker. We need 2 top-class strikers. I think Xerxes is going to turn up next season. I think Xerxes is going to really impress people. Admin, you're pronouncing Sesko wrong. Oh, there's always one. Go on, tell me. Is it Sheshko? Is it Sheshko? I would love to see Ibrahimovic in the system. We have too many 10s. Sheshko is younger Ibrahimovic. Watkins, DCL, Mitrovic, Dusan, Vardy, Sheshko, Isaac, Jokeresh, and Akatike. A lot of strikes on the move, and half of them have just gone to bloody Liverpool. Yeah, Sheshko. Okay. In other news, David De Gea has tweeted saying United Road, see you Saturday. David De Gea obviously coming back to Manchester United, returning obviously in the Fiorentina preseason friendly, which is going to be good to have him back. Best believe David De Gea's name when it's read out on the announcer mic, if it is open. Oh wait, yeah, so more than 50,000 tickets have been sold for that game. When David De Gea's name gets read out, it will get a louder cheer than Andre Onana, best believe. Where do you think we will finish the season in Cups? Domestic treble, Safer. Nav is putting his money where his mouth is. Nav, did you and Diego ever settle that United membership? Because you had that bet going on with the FPL, didn't you? Internally at United is that they expect Benjamin Sesko or Sheshko to pick them. Yep, we've read this like a million times. Come on. Just give us the here we go. Give us the here we go. Fabrizio Romano again saying Manchester United are again in direct contact with RB Leipzig to discuss details of formal bid. Newcastle want answer ASAP from club/player. United internally feel they have Sesko's preference. Still no official decision yet. Yeah, we did. I had to pay him. Fair play, Nav. Good on you for paying up on your promise. What's happening with Lord Anthony? We don't know with Anthony. I mean, he had some Saudi links. Apparently he's got loads of suitors, but nobody's actually put in a bid yet. I guess people are depending, or they're just waiting to see what happens with their transfer business before they come in for a luxury player like Anthony. Okay. Any other news? All seems to be the same. I am contemplating, guys, just literally putting the starting screen on and just keeping it on until Sesko or Sheshko gets announced. OMG, there are more. Delap, Pedro, so many strikers. We have got a completely new front three, though. Sheshko, Mbomo, and Cunha. I just don't see how we can fail with that front three. I don't see it. But for those who are new, please hit that subscribe button. We are going to be going live from around 7 to 8 p.m. every single night. And for all the latest Manchester United news, Old Truthford is the place to be. So if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream and hit that subscribe button. Join the community. Yep, Maguire's come out saying there are no excuses. Have we got anything else? Sesko bid or Sheshko bid? Oh, that's going to annoy me so much. I've got so used to saying Sesko. Okay, let's go on to Harry Maguire. So, Mike Keegan of the Daily Mail did come out today saying United have rebuffed approaches from clubs in the Premier League and Italy for Harry Maguire. They have been told he is likely to extend his contract at Old Trafford and spend the rest of his career at the club. So are we playing hard to get? Are we trying to inflate Harry Maguire's transfer value? Or is that genuine sentiment that we want Harry Maguire to stay at the club for the rest of his career? I mean, if he's in a Phil Jones type of role, if for his next contract he's on a bit less money, he's on 190k at the moment, then I've got nothing against Harry Maguire staying for the long term. I think he'd be a good squad player. We know that he's Premier League proven, so why get rid of a Premier League proven player? And he has had a bit of a redemption arc, has Harry Maguire. Let's see what else you guys have been saying. Donnarumma, Baleba, and Sheshko, we win the league. Oh, Nav, you're insane. You're insane. We're at least like 2 transfer windows away from winning the league. 2, maybe 4. But Donnarumma, Baleba, and Sheshko, I think we definitely get top 4 without a shadow of a doubt. I'm worried about Ahmad this season. I can't see him as a 10, but as right wing back, Amarim doesn't drop Delo. Delo's getting dropped, mate. Ahmad's starting over Delo, 100%. No doubt about it. Well, I guess that means you'll be on the starting screen until you die, admin. Thank you, Christian. Nice to see you. Ahmad is going to be playing right wing back. Baleba isn't coming, especially how late in the window they would want 90 mil. I think they'd probably force us to pay 100 mil for Baleba, being honest with you. True, but a man can dream. Apparently a lot of clubs were interested in Maguire. Yeah, so as far as I've seen online, at least 5 clubs were coming in for Harry Maguire. But we've told them all, nope, he's here for life now. We need Humland from Sporting or Hjulmund. We've been linked to him for a while as well. But I think he's captain at Sporting, isn't he? I doubt he'll be leaving. I think he's just signed a new contract as well. Could be wrong, though. I wouldn't mind someone like Berge or Gomez from Wolves. Maguire will retire here, I reckon. I agree, Nav. I think it's the club paying him back for all the hate he got, I think. 65-year-old Slabhead at the back, ole, ole. Or even Onana from Villa. Nah, Villa ain't going to sell us any players. Unless we give them Garnacho, maybe, but I think Garnacho is pretty dead set on joining Chelsea at this point. Admin, what manager, in your opinion, had the most pressure this season? I think Maresca has, because he won the Club World Cup, and that's essentially the best in the entire world. I don't know. I think Maresca's given himself some credit in the bank by winning that Club World Cup, if anything. A lot of Chelsea fans seem to be turning on Maresca, though. I mean, towards the end of last season, people were saying that the more that the team were playing how Maresca wanted them to play, the worse they got. So I'd say Maresca is fairly high, What other managers? Thomas Frank, will he be given time? I think he'll be given time. Who else do we have? I think an easy one is probably Graham Potter. I think Graham Potter and David Moyes surely are top of the list to get sacked. I'd say Graham Potter. I think if I had to put money on coaches first to be sacked, probably Graham Potter. He obviously won't have a lot of pressure, but at the same time, West Ham have been performing terribly in pre-season. And given the fact that he's a former Chelsea manager, former Brighton manager, I think there's a lot of hope put on the head of Graham Potter. So if they absolutely stink out the place, wouldn't be surprised to see him go. If Maguire's wages go to 100k, I would consider it. Honestly, that Everton midfielder, Gay, perfect suit. I don't know what it is about Everton midfielders though. Whenever they come to United, it doesn't fill me with confidence. Like, I don't think we've got a good track record of signing midfielders from Everton. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't think of any famous ones right now. We need to be in the Champions League. Look how much top four spent just this summer. We need players who are ready now. Keith, the list goes 1. Arteta is 1, to be fair. But again, with Arteta, it feels like the pressure's coming from rival fans rather than within Arsenal, because Arsenal fans just don't know where to go. They don't know where to go if they don't go with, or if they got rid of Arteta. Does Pep leave after this season? How long is his contract for? Did he sign for another 2 years? Or was it longer? I can't remember. The only contract I ever remember with Man City is Haaland signing a bloody 10-year contract. Problem with Maresca was playing Palmer in the 10. He is far, far better as a right winger. That is very true. I don't know though, he does like to play in the midfield. He likes to be in that central position, but he does like to cut in as well. He likes to have some space. Amorim stays for 20 years. Arteta leaves this year. Arsenal don't make top 5. The Brentford manager gets the sack first. He's literally a set-piece coach. Gone by Christmas. Amorim stays for 20 years. Yeah, he does. Realistically, as long as we don't lose 15, 20 games in a row, Amorim is not going to get sacked. I think we've already seen enough to see that we're not going to lose as many games as we lost last season. I mean, pre-season's pre-season, but surely we're only going to get better from here. Lord Fellaini admin. Arteta will never be sacked, let's be real. The Arsenal board love him, the perfect yes man, and absorbs all the blame. But then, didn't the Arsenal... So who was head of the Arsenal board, or the director? Wasn't it someone called Edu? And then he ended up leaving, and then Arteta had a say on the new director of football. Like, Arteta gets given a lot of responsibility at Arsenal, and I don't know if that's the correct way to go about it. But gents and ladies, if you're watching and you haven't already, please subscribe to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. We are going to be going live every single night from 7 till 8 p.m. And every subscription, every subscriber, cheeky voice crack, matters. And also, we've also got glow sticks. So come on, join the party. Come on, ravers, get involved. Get involved. Prime Fellaini would work in this system. Our midfield worry me because of Bruno not being an 8 and he isn't disciplined. Anyway, he's going to go to sleep. Hopefully, here we go tonight. Have a good nap, Vivek. And yeah, Godspeed. Hopefully, we get that sweet, sweet news and announcement tonight. If we do, I will go live again, guys. But yeah, I think we're probably going to end the stream here. Let me just see if there's any final news. Hopefully, can we hock tour before you go? Lol, terrible, Safer, terrible. By the way, have Leipzig rejected our bid? No feedback. Yep, still no feedback. Let me see if there's any new updates just before we close off. all of the biggest news from today is Sesko bid has been submitted, and Harry Maguire is likely to spend the rest of his life with Manchester United. Andy Mitten did come out today as well, by the way. Andy Mitten of United We Stand did come out saying Manchester United are confident that Benjamin Sesko wants to join the club. So United obviously very confident to put the bid in. Not anything that's new, but something that we were hoping for to hear. What else do we have? Okay, there's not much else, guys, I'm afraid. This looks like we will be ending the stream here. Final words. Just people tweaking on Wayne Rooney on the timeline. I mean, someone who doesn't rate Wayne Rooney is Tom Brady. We know that for sure. But yeah, we will probably end the stream there, lads. Also, have you seen Little Yacht make a mill on... Who the hell is that? Good stream, bro. Glad I was off from work today to catch it live. Good to have you, Matt. And thank you, as always, for supporting the channel, man. Matt is definitely the MVP of Old Truthford and Old Truthfordians. If anyone else is interested in becoming a member and joining the secret cult of Old Truthford, be sure to join the members club, where you will get access to all of the Old Truthfordian group chats, as well as much, much more. But yeah, that is everything from today, I suppose. I hope you all have a delightful evening, delightful afternoon, delightful morning, wherever you may be. But for now, Godspeed.